Good evening, dear students. Last class we have dealt with data types. So today we will continue further for few more topics, and I will also introduce the structure of the programming. So the first topic which I want to introduce today is a token. In all the programming languages, you will come to hear about this term token. So what is a token actually? Every individual unit used in the program is known as a token. Everything like variables, I have taught you, constants, data types, okay, keywords are also token, then operators are also token, okay, everything is a token. Okay, data types I am writing over here, variables, constants, operators, then some other terms are also there. They are known as separators, punctuators. Everything is a token. Even keywords are also token. Okay, so each individual unit or term used in the program is known as a token. Now coming to the structure of the program. Okay, as I have taught you what is a variable, what is a constant, what is a data type, how do we declare a variable, these basic things I have taught you. So now we will go for the structure of a program. So first of all, we will start, means I have told you that we will learn the terms of programming or the basic things in terms of Java programming language. So according to that, I am giving you the structure of the program. Okay, structure of a program. First of all, we write class, then we write class name, open the bracket for class, then we write public, static, void, main. Then we write the program in main, then we close the main function and then close the class. This is the structure of a program. Okay. We have to write the keyword class, then the user defined name, means whatever program you are solving, then some class name for that program. Then we have to write the main function. Okay, so main is a function, children. So you may ask, what is a function? So function is a procedure in which we do some work. So like that, main is meant for writing the program. We will declare the variables, do the calculations, take the inputs, display the outputs. Whatever is needed for writing a program, we will do inside main. But it is not so that we cannot write a program without main. We can do that also. Means I am telling you the very first option. How can we write a program? Other than that, public, static and void. These three are keywords. Okay. So one by one I will explain all the terms to you. In the very beginning you may not be able to understand what is public, static and void. So, but then also in short I will tell you public is a keyword which is known as a specifier. Okay, so public is used generally with the main function to show that it is publicly available throughout the program. Then static is a keyword which describes the property of a function. Okay, a static and non-static function. So there are some features of static and non-static functions. So we will deal with it in the coming videos. Then void is a keyword which is meant to show that the function is not returning any value. Okay, and then main is the name of the function. And then we put the opening, closing curly bracket. Inside this we write the program. And after that we close the class. So this is the structure of a program in Java. Class, class name, public, static, void, main. Fine. Now I will show you a simple program to print any message. Okay. Any welcome message. So I will take class, any class name, suppose welcome. Inside it we will write public static void main. Okay, and then suppose we are printing a message, system.out.print any message, hello Java. Now what is the basic structure in this? See, class and class name is there, main is there. Now after this I told you to print one message, hello Java. So how do we print a message in Java? By using a print function. This is again a function. See children, whenever we write a function name, the function name is always followed by a pair of small brackets. That is the identity of a function. Okay. So then what is system and out? You may ask me. Okay. System is a class name. Out is the variable of system class. And print is the function of system class. So whenever we talk about a program, many a times a question is asked, what is a class? Okay, we have declared a class, but what is a class? Class is a collection of variables and functions. And what is a function? It is a procedure in which we write the steps needed to execute a particular type of program. Okay, so here also when we have to print any message, then we write like this. It is an inbuilt format. Okay, system is a class name, out is the variable of system class, print is the function of system class, and inside bracket in double inverted commas we will display the message hello Java. So it will get printed on the output window, hello Java. Another important thing, Java is a case sensitive programming language. It means that the difference between capital and small letters will be sensed by the computer. Okay, so here S is system, S is capital, because it is an inbuilt class, so we cannot change it on our own. Okay, so system S is capital. So this is the general structure of the program. Please see it once carefully. So this much is enough for today. The structure we have seen, and one program also for printing any message. So next class we will deal with further programs also and some further topics also. Okay, thank you students.